session 82 with me, Jessica Brigden of Just Be Creative Cardiology. Happy Tuesday to you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you survived snowstorm Izzy that came up the East Coast here this past weekend. We ended up with, let's say maybe 5-6 inches. We did get some ice mixed in there, so that made things a little interesting, but pretty much we stayed home and warm and cozy and safe and had a nice weekend. So I hope you did as well. And not too exciting, but I got a new vacuum, so that was good. Did you guys do anything exciting over the weekend? Play in the snow? Do anything fun? I did do some crafting. I got a few more of my short videos made, so that's been a fun new experiment that I've been working with. Is video snippets that are 60 seconds or less. So I hope you check those out here on my YouTube shorts as well. And yeah, so that is about it. And we reached the 2,300 subscriber mark last week, so I announced I'd be doing a giveaway. And so our winners for the card giveaway are Terry Biggs and Vicky Simpson. They both left comments and messages, so congratulations to Terry and to Vicky. I will be mailing you your cards soon. In fact, I'll be mailing Terry one of the tropical cards here, and Vicky messaged how much she liked the rainbows, so I think I will be mailing her one of the cards we're making today, because today we'll be using Stampin' Up's Rainbow of Happiness bundle and this fun new celebration paper, which is free with a $50 purchase. This is the Sunshine and Rainbows paper pack, which is super cute and bright and fun. And if that's just a little too bright for you, then actually the back side of each of those has a little bit more subtle color tones there. So there's a little bit of something for everyone there. And we are growing here on the Just Be Creative Cardiology channel, which is exciting. Those little short videos have been helping. So if we get to the 2,400 subscriber, maybe we could do that. Is that going to be next week? 2 weeks? Make sure that you are leaving me comments, that you are subscribed here to the channel. So love it when you share my channel and my videos with your friends. And yeah, I'd love to do another card giveaway. And still holding it out there when we get to that 2,500 subscriber mark. I do have that Amaryllis stamp set that I will be giving away. So, so make sure you're leaving me comments, all right? Because that's what I do. I go back through my videos, go back through all the comments, and that's how I'm able to draw the names here. All right, so like I said, we are playing with some rainbows. I've got my marvelous magenta lipstick on. Lots of bright colors. Oh, thanks, Susan. She said she's been enjoying my reels, my short, depending on which social media you're on. Here on YouTube, they're called shorts. If you're on Instagram, they're reels. And of course, there's TikTok as well. So you can find me any of those places. Lots of fun here. I hope you've been enjoying those. All right, so I'm going to flip the camera. We are going to get started here. All right, and so you do see I have my host code here for January. I cannot believe that, well, already, what is this, like the 7th, the 18th? Oh my goodness. Craziness. WMF9J2NA, if you'd like to place an order. And then I sang this Rainbow of Happiness bundle. So here in the US, this is a $44 bundle. So if you added perhaps our iridescent rhinestone jewels, or you add in the cloud punch, or anything like that, then you'll be at the $50 level and you can get your paper pack for free, which is pretty cool. Now, a couple things about the rainbow bundle here. Initially, hi Cynthia. Oh, I'm so glad that you caught me live and it's your first time watching. Awesome. Yes, I think you say it's snowing there in West Virginia. I have a cousin in North Carolina, and I actually think they got more snow there than we did here in central New York. But where David and I live, we are in the Finger Lakes region. And what happened is that the snow kind of went around us. Living we're within a couple miles of one of the lakes, of Cuga Lake there, and it kind of protects us a little bit. And so if you're if you're up in Syracuse or over in Buffalo, they got a lot of snow, but right here where we are in central New York, we only got maybe 5, 6 inches. So not too bad, but it was kind of fun to have a warm and cozy weekend and stay inside and do some crafting. And so what's unique about this Rainbow of Happiness bundle and these brilliant rainbow dies is what they're called. With previous rainbow sets, I've never really been too into it because there's just, you have so many pieces and I feel like that's a little bit intimidating. What I like about this set is that the dies that do your rainbow, it's all one piece. Okay, so it cuts all 4 of your little arches at the same time. I love that. You don't have to worry about lining them up or anything like that. It's all one piece. And even for this, if you want to do kind of like the gold at the end of the rainbow there, a larger section here for say a shaker card or something, again, this is all one piece and you can punch out all of your arches at the same time. I really love that. I like too that we've got small clouds. You've got multiple dies here, so we've got actually 4 different clouds. You can punch them, run them through your die cut machine all at the same time. And then the cloud punch is actually significantly bigger. So if you're wondering, well, why do you need more clouds if you've got cloud dies? Well, if we do a little size comparison here, you can see just how much bigger the punch is than the little dies. So these are like perfectly sized for this smaller rainbow, but the punch is definitely much better for the larger rainbow. And then we're gonna play around with some of that today as well. Hey Wendy, you're not too late. We're just getting started. I'm sharing some of a few tips here regarding the brilliant rainbow dies and how I like how the dies are pieced together so that it makes for easy die cutting. You don't have to line up all the pieces. To me, it just makes it so much easier. And then with this Sunshine of Rainbows paper, there's actually a cloud pattern in here. And this particular pattern works perfect. They are sized to fit in here with the punch. All right. So I'm going to show you some tips. We're going to work with that today. So that's kind of fun. You can already just punch out the clouds right from this to coordinate with that. So lots of fun stuff here. And then just a little tip as we get started too for the dies. Of course, this is a photopolymer set, which is nice because that does make it a little bit easier to line things up. But a tip here, especially with say this this bigger arch, photopolymer do tend to bend and stretch. That's actually one of the advantages because you can adjust them as needed. But if you're worried about all of your arches retaining their shape so they line up, rather than pick it up and put it on your block, see what happened? If you do that, sometimes you'll stretch it out unintentionally. So a tip is to actually just kind of peel it off of your stamp case, drop it onto your work surface, and then place your block on top. All right, because that way you won't unintentionally stretch it out. Just let it fall. Just kind of throw it down there. It's kind of like a wet noodle, right? When you and if you do that spaghetti trick, I don't know if it ever worked, but my mom taught me to tell if your pasta is done, you kind of pull it out and you throw it at the wall, and if it sticks, then it's the right texture. We'll do that. Kind of peel off your rainbow arch and drop it, and where it sticks, and there you go. Then you can line it up on your block and it'll be perfectly shaped. So couple little tips there before we get started with our rainbows and dies. And yes, Susan, you definitely need the cloud punch. It's super cute. I love punches. I mean, I love dies, but punches are just so handy. That's so nice. Oh, Cynthia, your son lives just east of Buffalo and they got 18 inches. Yeah, I have some friends up there, and David's got an aunt and uncle that live, I think, like Lockport area, and they got quite a bit of snow. Yeah, typical for that area, but of course, didn't stop the Bills game this weekend. I don't know about you guys. I am not a big into football. I don't mind sports. I try to keep somewhat informed, but David loves football, so that's what he pretty much watched all weekend long. So, aw. Well, I can't fault him too much. Like I said, I got a new vacuum over the weekend, and in addition to making the occasional card with me, David is also really good about running the vacuum. We've kind of got, I don't know, over 20 years of marriage, I feel like we've kind of got fallen into our roles of what chores that we do to help around the house. And David is very good about running the vacuum. So especially now that we've got a new vacuum, I didn't even have to ask. He helped out this weekend, and that was great. And then that was even better is because usually our other vacuum wasn't picking up as well. So I'd run around and say, "You missed that spot. You missed that spot." Not trying to nag, but that's what happens. And so he vacuumed this weekend, and it was great, and I didn't have to tell him he missed anything. So good deal there. All right, so you can find these rainbow items in your mini catalog here on page 18. The Cloud Punch is kind of down here in the crease on page 19. The Cloud Punch is sold separately. It's not bundled with anything. It is its own individual a la carte item. And then the Sunshine and Rainbow paper is on page 8 here of the Celebration brochure. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of, I'm going to call this casing with a twist. So I really like this card here. This is actually on page 5 of the mini, and I love this one here on page 9, but I'm going to do my own take on them. All right, so this is kind of showing you can find your inspiration from the catalogs, but still personalize it a little bit here. So with the first card, we are going to start out with some Magenta Madness. Woohoo! Love my bright colors. All right, so just reading through your comments here. Hey, Luann, how are you? And oh, Susan is congratulating me because if you're just joining, we did reach the 2,300 subscriber mark last week. So congratulations to Terry Biggs and Vicky Simpson for leaving me comments and by drawing their names to each get one of my cards. I'll be sending those in the mail. So make sure you continue to leave comments and subscribe because I will be doing another drawing again when we reach the 2,400 subscriber mark. Okay, and then I've got a stamp set giveaway when we get to 2,500. So we're getting closer. All right, hey Denise from South Dakota. Oh, here we are complaining about the cold and the snow, and I bet you could tell us a thing or two about that being out in the Dakotas. All right, so Magenta Madness for our card base. And then we are pretending there's definitely sunshine and rainbows somewhere. Might not be here in the Northeast or Midwest or like that, but somewhere there are sunshine and rainbows. And we are aiming to find them. We're making our own. So I have cut this piece of the designer paper down to 4 by 5 1/4. This is a real simple. We're not doing any ribbon or anything here. And look at all those sunshine on the back there. All right, so we're just going to stick this down here and let that nice hot pink magenta peek out from behind. Okay, so like I said, we are going to be casing with a twist. This cute card here, so I've already changed it up. We've got Magenta Madness here as our card base. All right, so this piece here, you might wonder, how in the world did they get those little rainbows there? Well, they actually used some of the Rainbow of Happiness paper. So if we find that pattern here we go. All right, so they actually used a section of this particular pattern. Again, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I found out that this other pattern in here, if I can get my fingers around it, this one has individual rainbows. And if we pull in our full rainbow die here, watch what happens if you place this die over the rainbow. It's the perfect size. It's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna hold this piece out. We're gonna take our die, and then I've got a piece of paper. This is, okay, I've cut this white to 2 3/4 by 3.5. All right, we're gonna line our die up right about center because as the picture shows, we wanna have room for our greeting here underneath it. All right, so we're gonna run this through our die cut machine, and then voila, we end up with this. I love it. So being one piece, and then look at that, your arches, everything is intact. All right, and then if we take that, look again what happens when you lay it over top. It's perfect. So we are going to use one of these rainbows for our background, and the way we are going to do that is I'm going to come in here with our paper trimmer. All right, and we're going to cut these into sections. I'm going to cut just below the edge of my rainbow here. Okay, so we did pretty close. I'm within like a 1/16 there. And actually, I could even use one of these. So you're going to get multiple rainbows out of each sheet of paper. And the nice thing in this paper bag, you get 4 sheets of each design. So it's awesome. All right, then we're going to slice this. Again, we're going to go right between our rainbows here. Okay, so that way we can get another one out of this. Okay, and then get that out of there. All right, so I'm going to put just a little bit of adhesive here on this white part, kind of these corner edges here on the right and left of my rainbow. And then watch what happens. We are going to line this up right over top. Woohoo! We have perfect rainbow. We didn't have to fight with get anything lined up. It was so perfect. All right, Denise is saying they have sun dogs instead of rainbows there in the winter. And but of course, sunshine and rainbows make us happy any time of year. Absolutely. Ooh, Karen says out in Montana that it is snowing like the dickens. Whew. But you had 50-degree weather yesterday. That's crazy. Wow. No, it's quite... We actually had 40-degree. I think it was upper 30s, low 40s on what day? On Thursday. And then of course the weather tanked. It's cold. It's in the teens here all week. So okay, so you can see we've got that nicely lined up. I'm actually going to go just a little bit right in here, just right in that center portion, just to tack it down a little bit more. Just make sure that it stays all lined up. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, so now guess what, we can just go ahead and finish adhering this to our card base. If you wanted to, you could pop that up with dimensionals, but make sure you do your greeting first if you go that route. So we're going to come in here with our Magenta Madness and our greeting. We do have several cute little greetings in here, and of course, how about we go with You Make Me Happy. Aw, that makes me want to sing You Are My Sunshine. Aw, that makes me nostalgic because my grandma used to sing me the You Are My Sunshine song. That was like our song, and I miss her. Alrighty, so how cute and simple and beautiful is that? Just so pretty and so nice and bright. All right, and if you wanted to, because we didn't put any, it's just very simple, we didn't jazz it up, but these are the Iridescent Rhinestones. These are actually on page The iridescent rhinestones are kind of hidden here on page 9 amongst the Sweet Talk collection. But check out how pretty they are. They're faceted, like rhinestone jewels, except a rhinestone, they're iridescent instead, so they pick up all the rainbow colors. So how about that? How about we use a couple of these iridescent rhinestones just to, oh, I don't know, just to add a little extra sparkle here on our card. All right, woo, there we go. Come on. And we'll just kind of, I call them dancing around. We'll just kind of let them dance around here. There we go. Just for a little extra sparkle. Isn't that cute? And so simple. And so that is how you can take inspiration from the catalog and yet change it up, make it your own. So casing with a twist there. Okay, so then the next card we're going to do, I'll leave this one right up here in the corner. Okay, so the next one, we're going to use some Mango Melody. That's like nice, bright, tropical sunshine color. All right, so again, our card base 5.5 by 8.5. And fold and score there at the 4.25 mark. Okay, now with this one, we're actually going to stamp some of our arches of our rainbow. So we are going to start with some basic white. Now this is, let me see, this is 3 inches by 4.25. So it's going to go the full width of our card here. All right, and we are going to stamp our rainbow. So if you're just joining us, this is a photopolymer set with all the different arches. When you pull them off of your sheet or even out of your case, photopolymer does have the ability to bend and stretch. So just go ahead and peel it off and drop it and let it fall naturally, and then stick your block to the stamp. Okay, that'll help it keep its nice arch form there. Okay, so let's see what colors do we want to do here. I feel like, what colors should we go with? Should we stick with the same? We'll just go with some Magenta Madness to do our large arch. Okay, so I'm gonna just put this over here. We're not gonna glue this down quite yet. Okay, so we are going to go with arch number 1. All right, so I'm not gonna stick it all the way down to the bottom, just kind of aimed for the middle there. All right, so that's the Magenta Madness. And then I mean, look at all these beautiful colors that are in this paperback. I pulled these out just to keep, just so I knew what everything I had. So I have Magenta Madness, I've got some Mango, let's use that one. We do have some Flirty Flamingo, some Granny Apple Green, there's Bermuda Bay in here, Cool Party, and then of course my favorite blue, the Misty Moonlight. All right, so let's go with that. Let's do our next arch. Let's do the Mango for this one. Okay, so that was size number 1. So what happens, you see you've got 4 arches here. So this is the largest. They kind of alternate. So large, so number 1, number 2, number 3, and the like the sunburst are kind of the same. And then you've got number 4 down here, okay? All right, so we did magenta for the largest. Now we're gonna come in with number 2 with our Mango. And again, that's the nice thing about these being photopolymer, is that you can come in here, you can see exactly where you are. All right, so we've got number 2. How about number 3? We could do some sunburst in there. Maybe we'll do a little Do we want to do a little Misty Moonlight? I feel like Misty Moonlight is calling my name because I love that color. All right, so we're gonna come in here. It's fun, kind of change it up a little bit. Oops, stuck my finger in it. Okay, and then we'll do the small one. Let's do a little Bermuda Bay. We'll go bright again on this one. All right, right in here. Voila. All right, perfect. Okay, so we've got our rainbow stamped. We could actually, let's go ahead and glue this onto our card base. And then we're going to use the cloud punch with the papers and do some fun stuff there. Okay, so I'm going to glue this towards the top, like 3/4 of an inch of our card here. And then we can come in with a little flirty flamingo. We'll do a little tag. And I just found this scrap of flirty flamingo in my flirty flamingo paper pack. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flag the end here with the one of these 6-in-1 banner punches. So I might have to trim my paper down a little bit. I've got it right at a 1 inch and it's a little bit tight. Just kind of work it in there. Okay, until it's all the way against the edge. Okay, whew, that didn't punch. All right, so then let's come in with our, how about we can use the Misty Moonlight for our greeting. And we'll use this one. You make the world a better place. All right, so we're gonna stamp this here on our little banner. Voila. And then we can bring in the paper trimmer and we'll just cut this down. All right, so I'm gonna come in. There we go. So that way we didn't have to, no specific measurements, and that's gonna go back in my paper pack, and that way I can use it on another project. All right, so this is gonna come in here, our little banner, kind of overlapping on our rainbow just a little bit. Now come the fun part with the clouds. All right, so I do have some vellum squares, so we're gonna do a little vellum layer too. So this, again, I saved from the crafter, saved my scraps, and so rather than use a whole new piece, I thought, well, you know what, I think I could get a couple of cloud punches out of this pack. So there's one, and ooh, looks like I can get a second one right out of here. So that's perfect. Look at that. I've got can go back in my scrap bin for another project. And then we're going to pull in the paper pack, the Sunshine and Rainbows pack here, so that we can punch out a couple of the clouds. So this is all rainbows and happiness. We don't have any no rain here, so I think I want to use this cute little cloud with the hearts. And then we can even use, we can use clouds, and we can do this little, I don't know, like a little chevron pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just trim this out a little bit with my snips. Okay, so that way I don't punch into the whole pack or the whole sheet there, and then I can, trim out what I need as I need it. So for right now, we'll line this up. Okay, so that one's got just a little bit. I could either trim that, or I'll put that one on the left and then let this one overlap it here. Aren't those little hearts just the sweetest? Okay, super cute. And then you've got some of the little rainbows, little pieces on the back. All right, so let's go ahead. We are going to build our clouds. I'm going to put a little just adhesive right here at the end of each of my rainbows. And we're going to put our vellum on there. And again, we're overlapping this, so nobody's going to see this adhesive here. I do want to kind of keep them somewhat even. Oops, I guess I better move it. We want to make sure that we're staying on the card base and not falling off the edge. Look at that. Okay. Make sure you're not falling off the edges there. Aw. Yo, Denise says that the Misty Moonlight is her favorite blue too. Aw, mine too. Make sure you've got your ink refill, okay? Because Misty Moonlight and Magenta Madness, okay, those are a couple of the colors that will be retiring this year, this spring. And you don't want to wait until like April and then be like, oh no, I forgot my re-inkers, okay? So get those now before they're sold out. All right, so we're going to put a couple of dimensionals here to pop these cute fluffy clouds up. All right, and again, this one has a little bit of a stub on the end. So I'm going to put this one on this side. I'm going to offset it just a little bit. Okay. And then this one is going to overlap. And let's put it down just a little bit here. Again, make sure you keep on your card. Don't fall off the edge. Isn't that cute? Alrighty, and then more of the Iridescent Rhinestones. Alright, so we're going to use a bunch here because it's fun. Alright, so let's go ahead and use the middle size here. We can put one right up here and we'll kind of decorate them all over. It'll be like little sparkles in the clouds. Let's go right in here as well, and then we'll use some of the smaller ones. And we can go right up here. Let's see here. And down here. And then we'll do another one kind of over here on the edge. All right, so we just used a whole bunch, but aren't they cute? So fun, so bright and sparkly. Love all of that. So what do you guys think? I love pairing items from the mini catalog as well as the new celebration brochure. So this was the Rainbow of Happiness bundle with our fun, brilliant rainbow dies. Super cute there. And then we had our celebration paper pack. So free with 50. All right, sunshine and rainbows. You get 48 of the 6x6 sheets here that you can mix and match. So super fun. All right, and Stampin' Up's doing pretty good right now. Everything's in stock. So now is a great time to place your order while everything is in stock and available and good to go. All right, if you wait, then there's a possibility of things going on unorderable status, and you don't want to miss out. So go ahead and get your orders in now while everything is good to go. All right, so again, my January host code is right there. That helps associate your order with me as your demonstrator, and then I can send you my fabulous tutorials each month, and I like to reward my happy shoppers with fun little gifts as well. So so make sure you use your code here when you shop online with me, and that helps me keep the videos going too. All right, everybody, I really appreciate that, and appreciate even my international viewers, because you all add to you all support me and my channel. I really appreciate that. Happy hearts there to all of you. And for those of you that watched for the first time, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel as well. All right, thumbs up, hit that little bell to receive notifications, and I look forward to stamping with you again soon. Just a heads up, on Friday, we are going to be playing with the Friendly Hello celebration bundle. So if you're wondering what else we're doing this week, tune in on Friday for Friendly Hello Bundle. All right. You're welcome, Denise. I hope you enjoyed the tips. And don't be afraid to play with the rainbows. And it keeps making me think of Skittles and Starburst and all that fun. What is the phrase? Taste the rainbow. So I'll have to have some candy to go with it. But happy stamping, everyone. And we'll be back again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.